Hello everyone, welcome to your WWE Monday Night Raw review. The way I'm going to do this is just run through the segments, run through the matches, tell you the winners, and then at the end I will give the Raw a rating out of 10 and tell you my thoughts on what I thought of the show. Anyway, let's get things started. First, Kane opened up the show speaking to the authority on the phone. Triple H is saying that they're going to be late, and for the time being, until they get there, Kane is in charge of Raw. Dean Ambrose is the next one to come out. He opens up the show really because Kane's little segment was before the Raw titles hit. So Ambrose came out and says the inmates are running the asylum, and he says he doesn't like talking. Basically wants a match, and then Randy Orton comes out. Orton talks to Ambrose and says that at Hell in a Cell it'll be Ambrose versus Luke Harper and Braun Strowman, and then mentions to Ambrose that Ambrose's tag team partner will be Randy Orton. There's a bit of back and forth between the two, like tension wise. Orton says that he can't trust anyone. Ambrose says he can't trust Orton, and then Orton says that if he can get along with anyone, it'll be Ambrose because they are alike. Then the New Day come out and talk about how they dominated the Dudleys, John Cena, and Dolph Ziggler last week. Says that the Shield could never do that. Evolution, the Authority, Legacy could never do that. And then Kane comes up on the Titantron and announces that up next is a tag team match between the New Day and Ambrose and Orton. The winners of that match are the New Day. Then there's a Lesnar versus Undertaker package promoting their final match at Hell in a Cell. That promo was pretty good, to be honest. I quite liked it anyway. The next match was Nikki Bella versus Naomi. They play a promo package from NXT TakeOver Respect between Sasha Banks and Bayley of the obviously 30-minute Iron Man match that they had. Sasha Banks gets a good reception from the Chicago crowd. Obviously, there's "We Want Sasha" chants. The winner of this match is Nikki Bella. The end of the match was Brie Bella was standing on the announce table and chanting "We Want Sasha" like the Chicago crowd was. And then Sasha Banks attacks Brie, and then Nikki hits a finisher move on Naomi and grabs the pinfall. I have a feeling that this feud that seems to be going on between the Ballas and Team Bad is going to end with Sasha Banks being face, with Naomi and Tamina turning on Sasha Banks, because the way I see the title picture going for the Divas belt is Charlotte versus Paige after Hell in a Cell. But we'll see how things happen as obviously the weeks progress. Next, it's John Cena's US Open Challenge. He talks about how the Allstate Arena is the best because of the Chicago fans. Does his usual US Open Challenge stuff. Dolph Ziggler comes out and accepts the challenge. There's quite a funny part of this match. A fan proposed to his girlfriend during the match. John Cena acknowledges this and says that there's been a proposal. The result of this match was John Cena retaining it. This was quite a good match. I enjoyed that match, I must admit. And then backstage again, Kane is on the phone to Triple H, and Triple H is just seeing how things are going. The next match is a tag team match, the Dudley Boys versus the Ascension. And the winners of that match are the Dudley Boys. And then it's another tag team match following that one. Cesaro and Neville versus Sheamus and King Barrett. The winners of that match are Sheamus and King Barrett. Then it's Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Reigns comes out and does a promo and talks about his feud with Bray Wyatt, how it started. It goes basically through the feud of what's happened. There's a few chants from the fans going boring, and then Roman talks about how it's not boring because how would they like it if they were providing for someone they loved and someone was stopping them from achieving their goals. Then Bray Wyatt comes out. Well, the whole Wyatt family come out, should I say. But Wyatt is on the mic and says that there's a massacre awaiting Roman Reigns at Hell in a Cell. And then Roman responds with that Bray will be wishing that he was in there with another person other than Reigns. Sorry about that. Reigns wins the match against Braun Strowman via a count out. He hits the Superman punch on Strowman and he goes over the announcer's table. Next, it goes to a backstage segment again with Kane, and he's on the phone against Triple H. He's explaining how the show's going and he's trying to tell Triple H what the main event is, but there's bad reception, which means the phone cuts off. Then the next match of the night was Rusev versus Ryback, and the winner of that match was Ryback. And then Summer Rae grabs a microphone after the match, talks about how Rusev and Lana are engaged, and shows the TMZ article up on the Titantron. She says that Rusev is a whipped little boy and calls him a bastard, which is one of the words among many, should I say. I found this promo from Summer quite good, actually, I must admit. Considering I'm not a fan of her work, but this promo was really good. The next match is the Lucha Dragons Kalisto versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens got a really good reception for this, his entrance, as expected from the Chicago crowd. And the winner of the match was Kevin Owens. Next, it was another tag team match, but this time it was the Divas. It was Charlotte and Becky Lynch versus Brie Bella and Alicia Fox. Paige was on commentary for this match, and she says that PCB isn't over, and just says that Natalya is taking them. And then during the match, there's a bit of a kerfuffle outside, and Paige pushes Natalya, and then Brie kicks Natalya in the head. But the winner of this match was Brie and Alicia Fox. Like I said earlier, I think Paige is going to be the number one contenders for the Divas Championship after Hell in a Cell. But obviously we'll see where that goes. Then it goes backstage again with Kane. Kane talks to Triple H on the phone, says that he's facing Seth in the main event. Stephanie kicks off at him, and then Triple H says he doesn't care who he chooses to face Seth Rollins in the main event as long as it's not Kane. Then it goes to Seth Rollins, who is backstage with the Big Show, and he says that he doesn't like what's going on and says he doesn't feel safe, and basically saying that the Big Show will have his back and all that. The Big Show just kind of laughs it off and walks off. And then Kane appears and says that he won't be facing Seth in the main event, but he's going to find a suitable replacement. Next, it is the main event match, which is a lumberjack match. It's Seth Rollins versus Demon Kane. And Kane dominates the early stages of this match, and then he gets attacked by the New Day. He beats them up, and then Big Show arrives, knocking Kane out. The heel lumberjacks attack Kane whilst he's down, And then all the lumberjacks start brawling, the face guys sticking up for Kane and all that. Then in the ring, Kane chokeslams Stardust and Xavier Woods, and then picks Seth Rollins up for the tombstone for the 3 count. I kind of feel like that may be a spoiler for the match at Hell in a Cell. The fact that Kane has just got a victory over Seth Rollins and has been dominating Seth since Demon Kane's return, I feel like Seth Rollins is going to retain, because that's the way that WWE seem to do things. But we'll see. I kind of want Kane to win, actually, just to see him have one last run for the stuff that he's done for the company. But we'll see. I don't mind Seth being champion either, though. I'd rate this Raw a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't the best, in my opinion. There was too many tag team matches, and I just wasn't really interested in some of the stuff that was going on. But, like I said, that's my opinion on this Raw. Hope you like this review. Leave your comments below on what you thought of this Raw. See if your rating is better than mine. Although I am looking forward to next week's Raw. It should be good with the star-studded names that are on it. Lesnar, Taker, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. And then there's the Stone Cold podcast after it with Brock Lesnar, which should be very interesting to watch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week's Raw. I'll provide my review on that next Tuesday. I may be putting out a NXT review I'll do it on Thursday after I've watched NXT, but we'll see. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Goodbye.
I had a dream that I made it here in the spotlight. Woke up, see my life in the shade, nah, it's not quite. Hustling every day, I'm on my way to that job light. It's my destiny to be bigger, yeah, I got fight. And I've had visions of sitting high on my own gold throne, never listening criticism, my